Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about our spring forecast number 2. Sorry about last week, I had no videos out. I just took a little break from YouTube for a week. But I'm back with another video. I have another video coming out later this week, hopefully. Or maybe not, we'll see. But I want to try to do it. I got something this last Wednesday that I'm still trying to figure out how to make it work. So that's why I haven't had a video out, because I'm trying to figure out how this will work. But um, but we're going to do our spring forecast video number 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It would help a lot. Also, we got new maps in this video, and it costs like quite a bit of money. So please, um, just push the like button, subscribe. It would help so much. But here is the order we're going in. Number 1, my temperature forecast. 2, precipitation forecast. 3, severe weather forecast. And 4, overall forecast. So let's get into it. You'll see what I mean by new maps. These maps cost quite a bit of money, but yeah. Here is our temperature forecast. This is above average for most of the U.S. here in this region for most of the spring. We're going to see pretty warm temperatures in this area. It's showing that most of the warm air will be in this area. These were made last week, so it could be a little bit changed since, but this and I finished it last night. But we're gonna see above average for most of this part of the U.S. It's showing. So yeah, and hopefully you guys like this new maps because this costs quite a bit of money. So I'm telling you that. Also, here is the second layer. Wait a second. Let me get it prepared. Don't know why it wasn't working for a second, but here's our second layer above average. This area is showing it's going to be pretty above average um, of temperatures. It'll probably be warm most of the spring, um, and this area is still warm from. It still could be cold part of winter. But by the end of winter, you guys are going to get warm air, and you're still going to see warm air in spring, but it's going to be more to the west of you. Is going to be seeing the warmest in the spring. Here is our below average. Oh, I don't know why it's doing this today. Here is our below average area here. This is where we're going to see below average temperatures here. This is where we plan on seeing probably cooler temperatures. Maybe for some snow, possibly, in this area. These cooler temperatures. So yeah. And then we bring in that second layer. I don't know why it's doing this today. There. Here's our second layer. Oh, sorry about that. Let me go back. I don't know what my computer's doing today. It's really wouldn't be annoying at the moment. But below average temperatures. This is where it's gonna be the most cool. Still from winter, it's gonna move into this region. It's showing. So that's where we could see some cooler temperatures. So let's move on to our precipitation forecast. Here it is. Above average for this part of the U.S. It's showing that this area will definitely be above average precipitation. It's looking likely that this area will be the most above average. Let's move on to our second layer here. We see another area of above average precipitation. This is where we could see the most wettest area in the spring. We could also see some severe weather outbreaks in this area with those above average temperatures. Maybe some late snowstorms near in this area, but mainly just rainy. Mainly it's shown in this area. Let's show the below average area. Wait a minute. There we go. It's showing most of this area will be below average. There's a big area of below average because this area is just showing it's going to be pretty dry. Maybe at times there could be precip around this area up here, but mainly down here, this area will be mainly dry. So yeah, that's why we have a second layer put out in this region here. It'll take a second to load up. You see a second layer here, actually all the way up here. This is where we could be seeing very, very dry conditions. We will not see much rain or some snow in this area, but we could still see a little bit of snow. And then we look at our third layer region. Our third, usually rare region is down here because this area is showing it's going to be pretty dry. This could have changed this last few days, but right now it's showing it's going to be pretty dry. This could change, but it's showing this region will be really, really dry for most of winter, or not winter, sorry, spring. I'm not seeing many storms move through, at least whenever I made this map. So it's going to showing that there will not be much rain in that region. Okay, so let's get to our severe weather forecast here. So get it loaded up. It's trying to get loaded up right now. I don't know why it's doing this. But we see above average for this part of the U.S. mainly. This area will see mainly above average severe weather for this. This is where we usually see severe weather. So if you're in the orange, you'll most likely get severe weather at least one time, maybe 1, 2, 3 severe weather outbreaks at least in the spring. Probably around. Let's look at the second layer here. This is where we could see more intense thunderstorms, maybe a few tornado outbreaks move into, probably 5 or 6 severe weather events. If you're in this red region, maybe even more, near 7 or 8. So we could see quite a bit of severe weather events in this red region. And then we have a third layer here, if it loads up. And this is where I expect we're going to see active, severe weather seasons, where I think the most severe weather will set up. I think it will set up toward Dixie Alley, because it's been getting a lot more active the last few years, especially last year on the Easter outbreak. We had quite a few tornadoes. Also, this area up here seeing above average, because I really think you guys will see quite a few severe and tornado outbreaks move into this region. Because we didn't see no tornado watch around this region. Most of this region did not have a tornado watch in 2020. So I think in 2021 we will see some tornadoes move into this region. So that's why I'm a little concerned for that region. And then we have an area below average severe weather, just because it's going to be mainly dry. Also, I'm going to talk about this. Even though you guys are mainly dry, even whenever you're dry, maybe later in the day you could get some rain, and then you might just clear out and you'll still be dry. It's just that you'll get a little bit of rain and severe weather and then it'll move out. So yeah. But it'll mainly be dry, but still, I think there will be some severe or even tornado outbreaks in that region. And then this area over here showing mainly dry. I don't see no severe weather really going to come through there with the dry conditions and everything. I really don't expect any severe weather in that area. There could be some, maybe 1 or 2 outbreaks, but really no big severe weather outbreaks in that area. Okay, now let's look at our overall forecast here. Wait a second, it's getting loaded up. Okay, there we are. Here's our forecast, mainly dry for this part of the U.S. This area is showing it's going to be just mainly dry. I'm just seeing just dry conditions mainly, sometimes cold, sometimes warm. So I really only see dry conditions in this area. Maybe a little cooler than normal, but just mainly dry. South of that, we see warm and dry. This is where we're going to be warm and dry both at the same time. So we could be really, really dry in this region. And it's going to be warm at the same time, so it could be warm and dry this spring around that region. Next to that is some snow. We're not expecting too much snow in the spring, but we could see still some snowstorm move in. But with it being dry on the precipitation, I still think there might be sometimes snow, but not as much as you'll see like in the winter. So yeah, but you guys might see some snowstorms maybe move through that region. Go a little bit north of there to cooler than normal. This is where we're going to be just a little bit cooler than normal. This is where it's going to be pretty cold at times, but it's just going to be cooler than normal, really. Not much to say around that region, just that would be a little cooler. South of that, in the green region, is mainly rainy. This is where it's going to be just mainly rain. Like, this is where we could see quite a bit of rain. Still some severe weather could happen, but it's just seeming it's going to be wet, rainy in this region. So it's going to be mainly rainy with that above average precipitation. You'll see pretty rainy conditions around that area. Next, south of that is the big severe weather outbreaks. This is where I expect big severe weather outbreaks to set up in these two regions, Dixie Alley and Tornado Alley. It could start off in this. It probably will start off around this region and move toward Tornado Alley near like spring and July and all that. So that's what I'm going to continue to watch, these two regions here. That's why you guys are in the big severe weather outbreaks, because I really think you will see a active spring with severe weather outbreaks. So we're going to have to watch that very close to the spring. Then south of that is dry. This is where it's going to be dry, just dry. I didn't even say mainly dry, just a dry, because it's showing it's just going to be dry. Like, we have the third layer, so it's showing it's really going to be no precipitation moving through that region. Maybe at times some precipitation, like severe weather, or even just a little bit just precipitation, but mainly it's just going to be dry. So, yeah. But, yeah, thank you though, guys, for watching. I got these new maps, so hopefully you guys like these ones more. And you can see the counties a lot better now with this map here, so, yeah. So please like and subscribe. I work on hard on these videos. These are pretty hard, and a lot of effort goes into them. And yeah, please like and subscribe. It would help a lot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.